Welcome back to our channel. Woo! So today we'll show you how to build strong subprime relationships with government contract winners. Now you may ask, why exactly does this matter? Did you know that big contractors often need small businesses as subcontractors? If you're able to build trust, you can win big contracts without bidding directly. Now, here's a quick request. Before digging into this, our analytics show that less than 1% of our viewers actually subscribe to our channel. We have a huge goal to hit 10,000 subscribers in the next 12 months. If you find this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button and support our mission. Thank you. Find the right prime contractors. All right, now let's get straight into it. If you want to win more government contracts without actually bidding directly, you need to partner with the right prime contractors. But how exactly do you go about finding them? Don't worry, I got you. Step 1, search the government databases. You might be thinking, where exactly do I even look? Well, the US government actually tracks every single contract that gets awarded. And guess what? That information is totally public. If you go to sam.gov and fpds.gov, these are two websites that you need to know. These are the gold mines for finding government contract winners. Think of them like LinkedIn, but for government deals. Fantastic. You can literally see who's winning contracts and see who they've worked with before. Step 2, look for companies in your industry. Now, don't just search randomly. You want to find prime contractors who actually need your type of service. So let's say you do IT services or construction, for example, or even staffing. Filter by your industry and check out who's actually winning contracts in those particular areas. Now, here's a pro tip for you. Look for companies that win contracts consistently. If they've won multiple deals, that means they have a system in place and they probably need help with subcontractors like yourself. Step 3, find primes that need subcontractors. Some companies win big contracts, but they don't actually have the team to do all the work by themselves. That's where you come in. These primes need reliable subcontractors to help them meet their contract requirements. And here's the key. Look at their contract size. Bigger contracts usually mean more subcontracted opportunities. Check if they have past subcontractors and if they've worked with small businesses before. This means they're likely to do it again. Now you need to find contacts and decision makers. You need to reach the right people like project managers or procurement officers. Research their past contracts. Now that you know exactly where to find prime contractors, the next step is researching their past contracts. Because let's be real, you don't want to waste time pitching to the wrong people. You want to find prime contractors who actually hire subcontractors like yourself. So step 1, check what kind of contracts they win. Not all prime contractors are the same. Some win big multi-year contracts, while others take on just small projects. So your job here is to figure out which ones align perfectly with what exactly you have to offer. And here's how to do it. Go to sam.gov or fpds.gov and look up the company profile. Search for the name, check their contract history, check out what kind of work they've done in the past, what kind of work have they won, and is it in your particular industry? Look at how often they actually win contracts and check this. Are they landing new deals regularly or just once in a while? If they're winning multiple contracts, they probably need reliable subcontractors to help them meet their deadlines and requirements. Here's step 2, see how they work with small businesses. And here's where you get really smart. Because just because a company wins contracts doesn't mean they actually hire small businesses as subcontractors. Some primes like to keep everything in-house, while others actively work with small businesses like yours. To find out, check the past performance reports. These reports can actually show you if they subcontracted the work in the past, who they worked with, small businesses or big names, big firms, etc. Whether they have a good track record of working with subcontractors. You check all this information and that helps you pitch properly to the right person. If a prime contractor has history of subcontractors, that's a green light, but if they don't, you might want to look elsewhere and focus on other primes who actually need what you offer. Again, I'm going to share a quick pro tip. Sometimes primes are required to work with small businesses because of the government rules. So if they're working on a contract that includes a small business subcontracting requirement, that's your chance to step in. Now, to wrap up, before reaching out to any prime contractor, you have to do your homework. Check what kind of contracts they win, how often they win them, and if they actually hire small businesses like yours. This will save you time and help you focus on the best opportunities for your business. Build a strong capability statement. All right, let's talk about something super important, your capability statement. Think of this as your business resume. It's the one document that prime contractors will ask for first before even considering you as a subcontractor. So let's make sure yours stands out. Step 1, keep it short, clear, and professional. Nobody wants to read a 10-page document. Your capability statement should be just 1 page, and that's it. Prime contractors are busy and they just want the most important details at a glance. What should you include in this 1-pager? Definitely your company name and logo. Make sure it looks professional. Include a short summary of what exactly you do. 1 or 2 sentences that clearly explain your services. Also include your unique selling proposition, your unique selling point. What makes you different from other subcontractors, and make sure you keep it simple. Step 2, show your experience and your skills. Now let's talk about the good stuff, your past work experience and key skills. This is where you prove that you can actually do the job and that you know what exactly you're doing. And here's what to include. Past projects. Have you worked with government agencies or major contractors before? List them. Include your core competencies. These are the key services that you specialize in. Keep them in bullet points so that they're easy to read at a single glance. Tell us the industries in which you serve, whether it's IT, construction, security, logistics, etc. Make it clear and let us know where exactly your expertise lies. Step 3, highlight your certifications. If you have government certifications, this is where you should make it shine. Many prime contractors prefer working with small businesses that have certifications such as Woman-Owned Small Business, WOSB, Minority Business Enterprise, MBE, Hub Zone or 8A certification, Veteran-Owned Business, that's VOSB. These certifications give extra advantages to the prime contractors when they hire you. So if you have them, show them off. If you don't have any yet, just look into getting certified as it can open so many doors on behalf of your business. Here's a quick pro tip. Make sure your capability statement has updated contact information. I can't tell you how many businesses have lost opportunities just because the prime contractors couldn't reach them. Include your name, your phone number, email, and definitely your website. So let's recap. Keep your capability statement short, clear, and professional, all on just 1 page. Highlight your experience, your skills, and any past work to build credibility. Show off your government certifications to stand out, and make sure your contact information is correct so that they can reach you easily. Have you ever created your capability statement? If not, let me know in the comments if you need help. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next steps in winning government contracts. Network at government contracting events. Now let's talk about networking. Don't roll your eyes. I know some of you are thinking, do I really need to attend these events and do I really need to talk to people? Well, the big answer is yes. If you're interested in landing big time subcontracting deals, you need to actually show up to where these decision makers are and present yourself. And this means government contracting events. So step 1, you need to attend the right events. There's so many events out there, but you need to stay focused on the ones that actually matter. Here are some of the things to look out for. Government contracting conferences. These are where the agencies and prime contractors actually connect. Also attend matchmaking events. These are like speed dating, but obviously for businesses. You get a few minutes to pitch your company to a prime contractor, so you need to make it count. Also attend webinars and virtual events if you're unable to travel. Make sure you attend these events where government contractors and agencies and primes also share opportunities. Now, don't just attend these events and sit at the back scrolling on your phone or being busy. You need to actually be active and introduce yourself. Step 2, you need to meet prime contractors face to face. When you're at an event, the goal is to talk to prime contractors. That's exactly why you're there. These are the companies that are winning contracts and they might need your help as a subcontractor. So how exactly can you approach them? First, even before attending the event, you need to do your homework. Look at the list of those that are attending, look at the companies that are going to be there, and highlight the ones that fit your industry. If you already know which primes need subcontractors, you would obviously be way ahead of the game. Secondly, you need to have your elevator pitch ready. When you meet a prime contractor, introduce yourself and do that with confidence. Tell them exactly who you are. Example, hi, my name is Kike and this is the name of my company. Tell them what you do. We specialize in offering XYZ service and we have experience working with XYZ industries. Let them know why they should care about what you do. Tell them we help primes meet their subcontracting goals by providing XYZ solution. Keep it short, engaging, and sweet. The goal is to spark their interest and not to give them a long speech. Thirdly, follow up after the event. And I think this part is the most important part and almost as important as actually networking in person. After the event, follow up with the people you met. Send a quick email, remind them who you are, and thank them for their time. Also mention something specific from the conversation that you had with them face to face. Also, make sure you attach your capability statement so that they remember exactly what you have to offer. If you don't follow up, you'll just be another name that they've forgotten at the end of the event. So make sure you do stay on their radar. And here's another quick pro tip. If you feel nervous about networking, consider bringing a buddy or practice your pitch beforehand. The more you do it, the easier it definitely gets. Now to wrap up, here's the game plan. Attend the right events, look for industry conferences, matchmaking events, and webinars. Meet prime contractors face to face, introduce yourself, and make a strong, lasting impression. Follow up afterwards by sending an email to keep the conversation going. Now, have you ever attended a government contracting event? If so, what was your experience like? Please drop a comment below, and if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss the next steps in winning government contracts. Leverage your small business certifications. If you're a woman-owned, minority-owned, hub zone, or 8A certified, primes may prefer to work with you. These certifications give extra incentives for primes to choose your business. Now, you need to offer a niche service. Don't try to do everything. Focus on one specified service that primes need. And if you're an expert in a niche area, primes will definitely want to work with you. Stay compliant and follow contracting rules. Now we need to speak about something that's super important. That is staying compliant. I know it doesn't sound like a topic that's so exciting to talk about, but trust me, if you don't follow the rules, you might as well kiss those government contracts goodbye. So let's break it down in simple terms. Step 1, you need to understand federal regulations and compliance requirements. We all know that government contracts aren't like regular business deals. There are tons of rules you need to follow. But don't worry, you don't have to memorize everything by heart. You just need to know the basics that apply to your business and to your industry. Here are a few key things that you may want to focus on in this regard. SAM registration or SAM registration. Your business must be registered in sam.gov if you want to be considered or eligible for federal contracts. If you're not in the system, primes wouldn't even work with you. They wouldn't even consider you or your business. Small business certifications. If you have special certifications like 8A WOSB, Hub Zone, or SDVOSB, make sure you understand the compliance rules that come with them. DCAA accounting standards. If you're handling cost-based contracts, for example, you might need to follow Defense Contract Audit Agency standards, that's DCAA, to prove that you're actually billing correctly. And here's the big one, subcontracting rules. Some government contracts have specific small business participation requirements, which means primes must hire small businesses as subcontractors to meet their goal. This is exactly where you can position yourself as a valuable partner. Step 2, show primes that you're low risk and easy to work with. Now, let's talk about how to make yourself an attractive subcontractor to these prime contractors. We know that they don't work with just someone who can do the job. They also want someone who won't cause them any headaches. And here's how to show that you're a low risk, high value subcontractor. First of all, you need to have solid documentation. Keep all your tax records, business licenses, and certifications up to date. If a prime asks for proof, you should be able to send it immediately. Understand contract requirements. So before signing anything, make sure you read and understand your responsibilities. If you don't follow the contract terms, you could be blacklisted for future deals, and we definitely wouldn't want that to happen. Maintain cybersecurity standards. Some government contracts require CMMC, that is, Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification. If you handle sensitive data, you need to prove you can protect government information. You have to stay organized with reporting. Many contracts require regular reports and performance tracking. If you submit reports on time and follow the process, primes will definitely love working with you. Here's a pro tip for you as usual. If you're unsure about compliance, you have questions, etc., you could hire a consultant or take a government contracting course. A little investment today can save you from costly mistakes later. To wrap up, here's what you need to do. You need to know the key compliance rules, stay registered, keep up with small business requirements, and understand contract terms. You need to show that you're easy to work with, keep your paperwork in order, follow cybersecurity rules, and report everything properly. Make life easy for prime contractors. If they see you as low risk, they'll want to work with you again and again and again. Be flexible and solve their problems. Now, let's get real. If you want to build strong relationships with prime contractors, there's just one golden rule. Make their life easier. The easier you are to work with, the more they'll want to keep you around. So let's talk about how to be the kind of subcontractor that primes love. Step 1. Be flexible and actually solve their problems. Think about this. Prime contractors are under a lot of pressure. They're managing huge government contracts, meeting deadlines, handling compliance, and dealing with a million moving parts. The last thing they need is a subcontractor who adds to their stress. So how do you stand out? Simple. Just be the subcontractor who solves problems and not creates them. If a prime needs you to adjust to a tight deadline, figure out how to make it work. If they ask for a small scope change, don't make it a big deal. Just adapt and make sure that you deliver. If an issue comes up, don't just report the problem, offer a solution. When you become the person who takes stress off their plate, they'll keep coming back to you again and again, and that's definitely good for business. Step 2, be responsive, proactive, and reliable. Now let's break these 3 things down because they're what separates okay subcontractors from amazing ones. First, be responsive. When a prime contractor reaches out, don't ghost them for 3 days because you're busy or doing other things. Government contracts run on strict timelines, and slow responses can literally cost them so much money. Reply quickly to emails and calls, even if you don't have an answer yet. Send a quick update. For example, I got your message, I'm on it, I'm working towards it, and I'll get back to you shortly. If you need last-minute documents, be the first person that sends them over. Secondly, be proactive. Don't wait for the prime to tell you what to do all the time. If something can be done and you spot it for improvements, just simply speak up. If you spot a potential issue, what do? Let them know before it becomes a big problem. Nip it in the bud. Have an idea to save them time or save them money? Don't be quiet, suggest it. When you show that you think ahead and take initiative, primes will trust you more and see you as a key partner, not just another vendor. Next, you need to be reliable. This is huge. The worst thing you can do is commit to something and not follow through. If you say you'll deliver by Friday, make sure you deliver by Friday. No excuses, no surprises. Always meet your deadlines. If something does go wrong, however, ensure that you communicate early and have a backup plan. You need to build a reputation for being the one they can count on. When a prime contractor knows you're dependable, they won't hesitate to bring you on for future contracts. Here's a quick pro tip. If you want a prime contractor to love working with you, make them look good. If you deliver high quality work on time, it makes their job easier and they remember when it's time to hand out future contracts. To wrap up, here's what you need to do. You need to be flexible and help solve problems. Make the prime's life easier and not harder. Be responsive and proactive. Stay on top of your communication and take initiative. Be reliable. Simply deliver what you promise every single time. Now, have you ever worked with a prime contractor before? What was your experience like? Let me know in the comments. Next, we're going to talk about something that's also super important: keeping in touch and following up. Because let's be real, government contracts don't get handed out overnight. It's all about long-term relationships. If you meet a prime contractor once and they never follow up, guess what? They're going to forget that you exist. Step 1. Build long-term relationships by checking in regularly. Think about it like this. Just because a prime contractor doesn't have a job for you right now, doesn't mean they won't need you in a few months. Your job is to stay on their radar so that when the right opportunity comes up, your name is the first one that they think of. Here's exactly how you can do it. Send a follow-up email after meeting them. Just a quick, great connecting with you, let's stay in touch. That does the job. Check in every couple of months just to see how business is doing and stay top of mind. Even if there's no contract yet, just ask how things are going. Maybe share relevant updates about your business. Engage with them on LinkedIn, like and comment on their posts. This is just an easy way to stay visible without being, pushy. Step 2. Even if they don't have a spot now, they may need you later. Always remember this. Now, let me tell you a little secret. Prime contractors are always planning future projects. Just because they don't need a subcontractor today doesn't mean they won't need them the next quarter or the next year. These are valuable tips on how you can stay in touch and stay top of mind with your primes. Imagine this. They win a new contract. They suddenly realize they need your exact skill set. If you haven't stayed in touch, they'll go looking for someone else just because they can't remember who exactly you are or how to get in touch with you. But if you've been checking in and keeping in communication warm, they'll think, oh yeah, so-and-so person would be perfect for this. And boom, your business is in. Following up isn't about being annoying. Get that right. It's just smart business. You're just reminding them, hey, I'm still here and I'm ready to help. Here's a quick pro tip for you. If you don't know what to say when checking in, here's an easy message. Hey, insert the prime's name. Just wanted to check in and see how things are going. Hope all is well. If opportunities come up where I can support, I'd definitely love to chat. Simple, professional, and keeps the relationship warm. Now to wrap up, here's what to remember. Stay in touch. Follow up and check in regularly. Be patient. Just because there's no job today doesn't mean there won't be one later. Make sure you stay visible, whether it's an email, a LinkedIn comment, or a quick phone call. Just make sure you keep the conversation alive. So, quick recap. We shared powerful tips to help you partner with prime contractors and win more government contracts. Now, subscribe and stay updated. If this video helped you, please subscribe. It helps us create more content like this and reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.